Apparently, Belarusian engineers have always wanted more, and they decided to create not just a large dump truck, but the most in the world. The new belaz is capable of carrying 450 tons, or 992,000 pounds of cargo. In comparison, say, it is 2.5 blue whales, 10 fully loaded trucks, or 158 Cadillac Escalade. To compare, the mass of the largest passenger aircraft, Airbus A380, is 277 tons. I present to you belaz 75710, and yes, it's the right word to call it. The question immediately arises, why you need such a huge dump truck? Might be easier to carry on to smaller trucks instead of one monster that can carry 450 tons at a time. The answer to this question lies in the purpose of the new truck. Belaz are quarry dump trucks. That is, their main task is to transport ore and other minerals. And when it comes to their extraction, then the appreciated is not every dollar and literally every penny. Talk about money. If you, after watching this video, decide to buy yourself this giant, you will have to get from the piggy bank $6 million. Although, if you look at the characteristics of this super truck, this price does not seem so impressive. Here are a few facts. Height, 8 meters or 26 feet. Length, over 20 meters or 65 feet. And the width of 10 meters or 33 feet makes it difficult to park on the side of the road near your house. By the way, the weight of the dump truck without a load is also impressive. 360 tons. So the total weight of the loaded car equals the incredible 810 tons, or 1,800,000 pounds. For example, so much weighs this house, including all the furniture, car in the garage, and even the pet dog. Not surprisingly, with such parameters, this dump truck was in the Guinness Record Book and several nominations at once. So it's literally the world's biggest truck. The heart of any car is the engine. This monster has two, and each has a 2,332 horsepower. And just like diesel railway locomotives, motors have no connection to wheels. They power electric generators, and wheels are driven by electric motors. It's basically a giant hybrid car, like your neighbor's Prius, only bigger. There are 4 traction engines. They are installed in the hubs of the wheels, and each operates independently, which helps to get rid of the transmission. You might think that a giant is slow, but its speed with cargo can reach 40 miles per hour, if the road section is smooth enough, of course. The braking system deserves special attention. Agree, a mountain weighing more than 800 tons is difficult to stop. So, 2 brake systems are installed on a giant dump truck at once. The first conventional disc with hydraulic drive, and the second electrodynamic. Here the actuator is the same with electric motor. At the work of this, the braking system emits a huge amount of heat, which must be somehow removed. So the design provides forced air cooling braking resistors. Of the interesting mechanisms, this is probably the chassis, as it is very different from ordinary cars. The front and rear axles are the same, and are connected to the frame through a powerful hub. In this way, both axles are rotated relative to the body using a hydraulic system. And of course, the conversation about the chassis cannot end without mentioning the giant wheels of the dump truck. What kind of rubber is on your car? 17 or 19 inches. So this one is 59 inches. And God forbid, these wheels are removed without an emergency. So the developers made traction motors in such a way that for their repair and maintenance is possible without removing the wheels. It is very important for those who will maintain these dump trucks, because it is impossible to remove the wheel without a crane, and every one of these repairs takes a lot of time and costs a lot of money. Well, and for dessert, let's take a look in the cockpit for the operator. But first, you need to climb there, and the stairs to climb to the deck too. So, the monster driver doesn't have to go to the gym to exercise. Cockpit doors open against traffic like in Rolls-Royce, so it's easier to take the driver's seat. Inside, everything is well recognizable for the truck, except for the paddles on the floor. At first, it may seem that the third paddle is the clutch, but the gearbox in the car is missing. What disappointment is for Vin Diesel, and why is it needed? It's actually another brake pedal. In the center, there's a regular disc brake pedal, and on the left, there's an electrodynamic brake pedal. This function emulates the engine braking like a normal truck. But in addition, the driver can adjust the braking performance. In addition to the frustrations of the gearshift bummer, those who expected the need for exclusive skills in controlling this monster would be disappointed. It costs money to retrain the drivers, so the car moves were as close as possible to the usual truck driving experience, and even your beloved grandmother can drive it. And finally, I would like to note that the new trucks are incredibly reliable. It does not have systems that require long downtime for maintenance. Due to the lack of a traditional transmission, the number of friction pairs is minimal, and those that exist are as reliable as possible. And in case of wear, they are easy to replace in just a few hours. This giant is designed to run at least 500,000 miles, and will actually run over 1 million miles. It is truly an impressive technique that serves humanity faithfully.